It's Friday night, and welcome to the Frenzy on ABC 10.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this edition of Friday Night Frenzy, presented by the Venice Pub and Pizzeria of Ishpeming. I'm Jerry Taylor. He is Sam Ali, and we're talking playoffs.
Playoffs?
Playoffs?
That's right, JT. And what a better way to start it off than with two crosstown rivals as Ishpeming faced off against Westwood. There's Coach Jeff Olson rallying his troops on this cold and windy night. First quarter, third down for the Patriots. Luke Gray rolls to his right, fires deep downfield. The ball is tipped up and looks to fall right in the lap of Ozzie Corp, but the refs say incomplete. The look on Corp's face says it all. So now we go to fourth down. Westwood gets another shot at this one. Gray looks and he finds Darren Wing, who gets wrestled down, but not before he gets a huge first down. Few plays later, and they're at the 1 yard line. Gray dives into the end zone, and it's the Patriots with the first points in this one. 2-point conversion now. Gray to the right side, aiming for the pylon, but he is denied by Halen Corello. So it stays at 6-0 Westwood. But the Hematites would respond inside the red zone. It's Corello with the stutter step, and he finds his way into the end zone. Touchdown Ishpeming. The 2-point conversion would be no good, so it was tied at 6. Closing moments of the second quarter. Fourth down at the 5 for Westwood, and they try to convert, and they can't convert. Ishpeming would go on to score 20 points in the second half, and they move on, defeating Westwood 26-6, the final score.
All right, Sam. So the Hematites move on to face the winner of tomorrow's matchup between Harbor Springs and Iron Mountain. That game will be inside the yellow walls of Iron Mountain at noon.
To Negaunee we go. As the Miners found themselves down 16-6 at halftime to Calumet, and the Copper King fans, they love it. Third quarter, Calumet drives into the red zone, and it's Russ Bjorn adds to the Calumet lead. Touchdown Copper Kings. The home crowd is stunned. 2-point conversion goes to, well, who else? Robbie Urkala. And he converts. The score now is 24-6. Brock Aho would score for Negaunee to make it a 2-score game. But then later in the fourth, Miners trying to convert on fourth down, and the pass is picked off by Bjorn. And the Copper Kings come to Negaunee and defeat the Miners. 24-14 the final score. Calumet defeated Negaunee for the first time since 1955. They move on to face Boyne City next week.
That's 60 years if my math is correct.
a long
there, Sam.
time ago.
Absolutely. In Division 5, Menominee takes care of Grayling with relative ease, 56-7 the final there. The Maroons await the winner of the Harrison-Kingsford game, which is tomorrow at Fliver Field. Let's go to Munising, where the Mustangs were fired up to play Bark River Harris. First drive of the ball game, the Broncos move the ball right down the field. Jacob Greenfield takes the jet sweep up the near side for a gain of 15. Ivor Stenberg would later score to put the Bark River Harris Broncos up 6-0. Next, Broncos drive. Bryce Sundquist drops back to pass. He floats one up. Garrett Allure with a chance at the pick, but Greenfield hits him to break up the potential INT. Late in the first, Munising trying to keep the drive alive on 3rd and long. Alec Blank finds Brent Brock, who makes the grab and turns upfield and picks up 20 yards, and more importantly, a Munising first down. The Stangs would get close to the red zone, and that's when the Broncos D said, that's enough. Robbie Broders, the big guy, had a couple of sacks in this one. The Broncos' main horse tonight was this guy, number 9, Alex Matthias. He scores here from about 5 yards out. Matthias had 2 rushing touchdowns in this one. After losing to the Mustangs earlier in the season, Bark River Harris defeats Munising tonight 22-6. The Broncos of BRH are moving on in the playoffs. Sam, take it away.
Back to the scores. There's more high school football in the UP as Forest Park takes on Lakeland and Humboldt at 1 p.m. tomorrow. The Lakes beat the Trojans 34-28 just last week. Also in Division 8 tonight, it was St. Ignace 50, Newberry 20. The Indians finished the season 6-4. To Escanaba we go now, where the Eskimos had a 17-7 lead against Big Rapids in the second half, but here come the Cardinals. At the Eskimo 5-yard line, Avery Montgomery scampers to the near side and finds pay dirt. Suddenly it's a 3-point game. Escanaba now with the rock. Logan Lamb decides to keep the ball. Lamb is no lamb. He is a lion. Lamb takes a few cards with him upfield for a first down. To the fourth quarter we go. Escanaba still clinging to a 3-point lead. Deshaun Griffin gets the ball on the option pitch. Griffin scores from 11 yards out to give the Cardinals a 4-point lead. Last chance for Escanaba. Lamb is going to heave it downfield. Wide out, Tyler Willett gets a hand on it, but he could not hold on. Big Rapids comes from behind to beat Escanaba 21-17. In 8-man playoff football, Pickford takes down Poston 48. Poston takes down Pickford 48-38, and apparently 48 was the magic number tonight as Cedarville wins by 20 points by putting up nearly 50.
Speaking of 8-man football, Sam, I love the graphic, by the way. Can we get the graphic one more time?
Here it goes.
Do it again, Ken. Oh, that's amazing. North Central, Stevenson in Powers, let's go. Early on in the first quarter, Jason Whitens, no one to throw to, so he says, I'll take it myself. 6-0 North Central. Stevenson looks to answer. Jesus Becerra airs it up downfield. Montel Glover makes the grab, and watch these moves. A little shimmy shake and an okey doke. A nice play here, but the Eagles could not score from there. You know what I love about 8-man football, Sam?
What?
The wide open offense. Whitens airs it out deep. Brett Baird somehow, some way makes an incredible grab in double coverage. Let's go to the second. The Jets up double digits. It's Becerra puts up another deep ball, and once again, it's Glover. Glove, love me do. 67 yards for the score, getting the Eagles on the scoreboard. Stevenson played North Central tough, but in the end, Bobby Kleiman and the Jets get the win. 70-22. The Jets are moving on in the postseason. We stay with 8-man football. Rapid River made the long trip to Engadine tonight with the Rockets down 7 points early. Mason Berglund connects with Jarrett Lacrosse. He streaks down the sidelines for a gain of 42 yards inside the Engadine 5-yard line. 2 plays later, Lacrosse gets his number called again, and this time it's 6 points. PAT no good, they're down 1. Big defensive play here by the Rockets here late in the first and goal. It's Jake Kudlick pouncing on the fumble. Rapid River goes on the road and gets a big win over Engadine. 36-29 the final score. The Rockets, Sam, alive to live another day next week.
We have reached halftime on this. Still to come, highlights from tonight's college hockey game between Ferris State and Michigan Tech. That's straight ahead on the Frenzy right here on the UP Sports Authority.
You know,
ABC 10. Welcome back to Friday Night Frenzy, presented by the Venice Pub and Pizzeria of Ishpeming. It's been a sluggish start to the season for the Michigan Tech hockey team, so they were looking for a shot in the arm tonight at home, taking on Ferris State. Let's get to the action. First period, Tech down 2-0. Tyler Heinonen weaves his way through the defense and puts the puck in to give the Huskies their first goal of the night. Second period, Huskies down 3-1. Alex Gillies with the puck, and the wrister goes glove side and past the netminder. MTU is now within 1 goal. A few moments later, deep in the Bulldog zone, CJ Ike gets a hold of the puck, and off the redirect, it's Joel L'Esperance, and he finds the back of the net. Horn sounds, and we are tied at 3. Ferris State would score late in the second and take 4-3 lead in the third, but then deep in the Bulldog zone, Matt Roy with the shot near the blue line, and it goes in. Ladies and gentlemen, we are tied at the John McKinnis Student Ice Arena, so we go to overtime. In overtime, Bulldogs think they got a breakaway goal, but it is denied by Jamie Phillips. Staying with the play, Heinonen, he's going to find Malcolm Gould, and it's Malcolm in the middle. Life is unfair. The Huskies win it in a nail-biter, 5-4, the final score. At the Barry Events Center tonight, Northern Michigan and Bemidji State skated to an exciting 0-0 tie. The Beavers outshot the Cats 46-22. NMU freshman goalie Adi Tolvanen was the #1 star of the night, stopping all 46 shots he faced. The two teams play again tomorrow night at the Barry. Puck drop is set for just after 7 o'clock.
the World Series is going to be 2-1. The Mets up late right now on
You scared me. I really thought.
Royals,
I thought
9-3.
Well,
no. All Mets tonight. They needed this one.
A couple news and notes. The NMU men's rugby team made
Okay.
it to the playoffs. They'll be at home tomorrow at noon, taking on the Illinois State University. Good for them.
Oh, yeah.
The two football games, NMU traveling to Walsh, Tech hosting Tiffin on senior day. Two teams desperately need a win.
Yeah.
And Tech at NMU women's soccer. Lots of stuff going on this weekend.
We got just a little bit of time left, but quickly, your thought from tonight's football. What stood out to you tonight?
The biggest thing that stood out to me, honestly, Ishpeming, they do not look like the teams that they used to be, so it's going to be tough for them to get deep this year.
I'll tell you what, Calumet and Bark River Harris tonight, both avenged losses from earlier in the season. Big wins for them. We got one more Frenzy next week, and then we're done. So a little bit.
Okay.
That's the end of this show. We've got to go. Jimmy Kimmel is next right here on ABC 10. Where did that come from?
Okay.
That is not cool.
Oh, wow.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
We'll see you next
How'd they do
week.
that?
How'd they do that? Oh my
No.